Carolina Boy Sportscast. I'm here with Deangelo, Muscle Evans, known by his family as Lolo. He is currently going to fight in the Butterfly Brawl at Santa Monica Pier, August 22nd. How's it going, sir?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. How about yourself?
Well, definitely do a little bit of research, but definitely want to start off of how did it currently just a little bit of background, but how did it feel when you walked to the gym for like the first time after having success in wrestling and other sports when your coach gave you your name, the Muscle,
You said, how does it feel to walk back in the gym?
or walking to the gym for the first time getting that nickname?
Oh, walking into the gym for the first time to get that nickname it kind of fit, but he's just like, man, you just built like a muscle. So you got muscles or muscles. So I get it wherever I go. Plus they be like, man, you built like an action figure. Action figures look like muscles. Yeah, I'm used to it now.
Absolutely, but you probably get tired of like just hearing this the same thing over and over and over again, and I'm probably gonna end up asking it. But that obviously that amazing knockout that you have, that's definitely going viral everywhere. How did that feel for you in that amazing, just clean, just knockout that you never really see in boxing anymore at all?
Um, I mean, it was it. I mean, since I'm doing it, I mean, I really don't look into it like that. Just I get paid to do a job, just like
Mhm.
any other job. Sometimes, some days you might do it above average. Sometimes you might do it below average, and sometimes you might do it exactly how I want you to do it. But that was just an unexpected, flawless job. I mean, I got my critics, and then I got my own doubts. But no, it was it's another day in the gym.
Absolutely, and it's kind of like I forgot to mention that you're undefeated fighter, 15-0, and 14 out of 15 came out by knockout.
Right?
And all your fights are just like finished pretty early in the fights itself.
I wouldn't necessarily say they finished early. I listen to my corner. They call out whatever they see. And you know what I'm saying, I just do it. It's what my coach says, it's like I don't know what coach wouldn't love to like be in control of a fighter that, you know what I'm saying, whatever I say he does it on command. So no back talk. So I was like I was just listening to my coach. Whatever. Whatever he say, I do. It worked. I don't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to argue with.
Uh, Well, you don't get that a lot because a lot of boxers, and of course any fighters themselves, it's kind of like they kind of sway away of listening to their coach, and for you, it's the exact opposite. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to him. It's like,
Yeah, and I get that, but it's just like, bro, I ain't. I got into boxing because of him, so why not listen to him?
yeah, absolutely,
Uh,
because it's and low and all, your coach can definitely see what the other opponent is moving differently, moving
uh,
side to side. It's like, hey man, just float to your right a little bit and throw your right hook or something. And the next one, like the other fighter's gonna sway into it. So,
right. So yeah, you get it. So you get it. Yeah.
and it's kind of like there's this. It's kind of like I don't know. I kind of read into it. I like to do a lot of research as well, but everyone's comparing you to the form of the great. I know you want to hear it. You probably don't want to hear it. The Mike Tyson. So it's like, what does that feel to you? Like it could be positive or negative, but I want to ask your opinion on it instead of just mine.
Um, I mean, I like it. Any publicity, good publicity. But like, I'm not too fond of the internet and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I see it, I hear it. I get a lot of pictures. Like, I'm with Mike Tyson's son. Like, it's pretty cool, but just I'm just living the life.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like, man, it's like, I'll ask these questions, but I'm pretty sure it's like I don't like to dig in on those crazy
Now
social
that
social.
it ain't too overwhelming, not just yet. It's like I like it. You know, and of course, if you do your research before you do a job, you got to know what comes with it.
Absolutely. So that's why I can appreciate you speaking to me because it's a complete honor because your knockout power, your of course your boxing is phenomenal, your footwork, and it's kind of like you move a little bit differently than other boxers. I would say the most. It's kind of like you're actually just fighting. So
Yeah, Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
I
But
appreciate that.
and it's kind of like I could probably ask you this question of like where what made you want to love the sport of boxing itself and just more or less your background for of course audiences of love for sports and boxing itself.
I say my love for the sport just came off of if I'm not being muscle, I'm like Deangelo. So if I'm speaking from, you know what I'm saying, out of boxing standpoint, I just wanted to do some therapy.
Hmm.
And they was just like, man, therapy pretty cool if you're talking to somebody, but it's better if you punch the bag. I'm like, all right, let me try it out. So I tried it out for the first day. I ended up loving it. Came back next day, learned some more, and you know what I'm saying. We here,
Absolutely. And obviously your success comes with it. And it's kind of like what I kind of read into. It's are you kind of doing things a little bit differently and then other boxers from like amateur to pro? Is like are you doing a different standpoint of it?
like as
Like I would say that possibly going to burners and stuff like that instead of having like a lengthy amateur career.
oh yeah, yeah, I ain't doing no amateur career.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. I went around spawned a bunch of pros, a bunch of just you know what I'm saying, professional seasonal pros, a lot undefeated. But yeah, I didn't have no amateur background. I mean, my amateur background was just going around sparring pros. I ain't get hit lightly, so I ain't so I'm dishing out what I'm taking in.
Yeah, exactly. Because especially just fighting professionals that early in your career, it's kind of like it does seem like a good way because usually boxers like they're gonna have a long career of amateurs, and the next thing now I feel like from my standpoint, I feel like they wasted a lot of their career on the amateur side. I know it's like this normal way of doing it, but in your I feel like your standpoint, you're obviously successful. You're 15-0. You chose a different route,
Right?
and here you are fighting like on Santa Monica here for Butterfly Brawl, which is like Butterfly Brawl has like amazing message like
Oh yeah,
for the
yeah.
fight itself.
Yeah, I know. It's my manager's little gig. So you know what I'm saying. Whenever he changed it from the butterfly ball to the butterfly brawl, it was he did it for his aunt. She had cancer. I think his aunt, grandma. I can't recall right now, but yeah, it's literally just 100% of the profit goes straight to cancer patients.
Absolutely. Mark Habibi is a solid guy. I was very fortunate to have an interview with him as well. And of course, you mentioned he's your manager. Wiseout is has complete phenomenal boxers on, of course, the management side. That I would say that way.
Right, right. He started off small, but then he branched off. We convinced him to branch out. And he doing real good right now.
Absolutely. It's hey, that chain is the Wise Owl chain is phenomenal when it comes when you put it on. It's better than the Polymarket one. You see the Polymarket guys with it, but the Wise Owl has a lot more of
Right,
a meaning to it behind it.
right. Because you know what I'm saying. It's not just a business, it's a movement. We're a team. What he called it, we a family. So you know what I'm saying. If he treats you like family, you know what I'm saying. I take it personal. Whatever we do is not just business. You know what I'm saying. Because I'm not just fighting for me. I'm fighting for my coach, my manager, and my team. So.
Absolutely. And it's what kind of like is so far has been your successful career, but what has been your toughest fight or boxing match you've been in so far that was kind of like you can recall to the best of your knowledge?
Play.
Okay.
Play. Only reason why this is my toughest fight because that was like a stepping stone. I ain't really had nobody that much experience. He only been knocked down one time, so I was like, if I can, but if I can't, you know what I'm saying. The purpose of a boxing match is not necessarily to knock somebody out. It's supposed to be entertaining.
Yeah.
But I get that. But at the same time, I don't get paid for overtime.
No.
Before I walk in the building, my check is already signed. I just need to perform. And I was like, all right, cool, but I couldn't get him out of there. I tried, and he just a tough cookie. Probably if I knew what I know now, I get them out of there. But I ain't know nothing then.
Absolutely. That's kind of what I feel the most. It's kind of like it happens that way. And it's like, I ask a lot of fighters that it's kind of like, why continue going to the overtime or even of course like going to like the
Yeah,
6 rounds? It's insane.
yeah, man, they try to make it seem like you better than what you are, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? I might be better than what I feel like I am, but it's it's a business, dog. My job is to fight. I don't know nothing else.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's kind of like, if I try to always get at least like a, I would say definitely one thing I want to ask you is if that's okay with you. Your nickname for your family is Lolo, correct? Kind of like if you don't mind me asking, how'd you get that awesome nickname for you? You know?
I know it was just family nickname. Everybody got a little family nickname. You probably got one. It was probably like little teddy bear. Yeah, everybody got, but it was just I had Low is my last name. Well, Low is Deangelo is at my last name. I mean, like
Okay.
at the end of my name, they just put another Low on it. So I was like, okay, and it stuck. But once I didn't know they was gonna bring that up in that documentary. So I was like, oh wow, okay.
And that's why I make sure it's okay to ask it first,
Yeah,
man. Listen, I don't
it's
want
crazy because I walk in the gym and I go places. They be like Lolo. I'm like,
you
what the
you
hell?
looking for you're like, oh no, they're here.
Right. Like, what my family? I'm like, okay.
It's like, where's my family? So I definitely wanted because it shows definitely you seem like you have strong values as a person and a family man within himself, which is pretty solid to have because it can sway away from boxing. So and it kind of like if if you don't mind me asking, it's kind of like I like a little bit of background, like even it could be personal, or if you don't have to, you can go as far as you can. But I like to know, and even the audience just know the boxer within himself because all they see is just sparring. They just see boxing matches. But is it cool with you? You can have like a little background of yourself that's as much as you can, like whatever you can say on here. It's up to you.
All right. What are you particularly aiming at now or then?
No, basically just kind of like the your growth into who you are now.
Okay. I'll give you a little about like you know what I'm saying, a little song. Well, now I would say I'm family oriented. Grew up in the church.
Mhm.
Not really much family support, so you know what I'm saying. It's typical, kind of like any other family. I ain't gonna say any other family because some families do have family
Yeah,
support. But nothing too crazy than the next person. You know what I'm saying? Plus,
yeah,
I don't really try to like bring up or make my situation seem like it's bad because the guy right next to me might be going through worse.
absolutely. Yeah,
So,
it's yeah, it's that's why I appreciate you, man, because it's kind of like people like to know that boxers isn't just like they work,
machine,
huh?
machine.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the article said. And then it's kind of like I like to know because it's what you do is completely it's honorable. Of course, combat sports has been around for since generations of like back in the day. But at the same exact time is it takes a special person to have a mindset to be able to do what you do because
Right?
hey, I'm not going to do it. I rather just talk to you. I rather just talk to you and just ask you how it goes. It just it's just like I rather just ask you the questions of how's boxing going. I rather do something like that. I rather just talk about it. But I'm not throwing hands with nobody unless I don't have to.
I said the same. I'm like, I'm not fighting for no living. Then I was like, oh, it's not that hard. Then I was like, it went from like, oh, it's not hard to, man, I might could possibly do this just for a little hobby. As it went from a hobby to a job, and I was like, I was working my job. I was actually working. I worked like 4 or 5 jobs just chasing my dream. I worked at FedEx. I was lifting tires, engines, and I had like 3 fights. I was working there for a little minute. I had 3 fights at FedEx, and I go there and I go to work sweating, get off work, go to the gym sweating, and I was like, I get 2 workouts in a day, so I'm like, I'm good. But yeah, I'm just any other regular old guy.
Exactly. And it's kind of like that's why I appreciate you speaking to me because it's like it's you never get to speak to an undefeated boxer every single day. So
They do be acting cocky a little bit. So I was like,
hey, once you responded back to me, I was like, nah, he's not responding. Here he is. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
nah, I was like, nah. I was like, damn. I was like, oh snap, it's 1 o'clock. I was like, yeah, I do got an interview. So yeah, I was trying to make sure. Yeah, my fault for being a little late, but
No, it's okay. Hey, you're the talent here. I asked you to talk to me. Hey, you didn't ask to talk to me. I was like, let me talk to you real quick. That's how it works. That's how we're gonna do it. you, you're the
but I
talent.
got
I'll clear a whole schedule. I'll wait until like 5 o'clock to speak to you. I'm like, okay. Which is long, like it works for me, man, for real. It's
respect.
and it's kind of like of course boxing it has a lot of like showmanship to it of walking the you have the call out music and you have the walkout music and you have of course the outfits which is solid and you have the jewelry, but what is that feeling of walking from like you hear your walkout song to all the way to the ring? What does that feel to you? Like what is that feeling that goes to your mind?
Um, man, um, nothing too crazy for real. Just even when my last fight, they didn't really know me, but they
Yeah.
did know me. I think the announcer probably heard of me, but they didn't really see me fight. I ain't fought in a year. Used to fight on the East Coast. So I was like, all right, bet cool. They don't know me, but you going into enemy territory. You fighting the ref, the judges. But I'm trying not supposed to leave stuff in the judge's hands, but if it is in the judge's hands, make sure it's still like an undeniable, like I won.
Yeah.
So when I went in there, I was just like, man, I ain't like you gonna feel me. It's just
Exactly.
like I'm not really like too big on like showing emotion and all that. So I was just like, hey, I'm here. Y'all here to see me. I don't really care if you come to see the main event. I may not be the main event, but I'm gonna show you why I'm the main event.
And exactly, and like definitely, it was a DMG, correct?
Yeah,
Los,
that's what I'm
Los
trying to do.
Angeles.
Yeah, I'm signing them. Yeah, my boy, my boy.
Yeah, hey, that's different when you fight in the East Coast, come over here to the West Coast. It's like, all right,
Right, right.
because I'm from the East Coast, so it's kind of like, man, that's enemy territory, but hey, it works. So it's kind of like, what is obviously we want to leave a legacy, you want to leave a name and stuff like that. What is kind of like what is your biggest thing you want to see in your career as a success in boxing so far?
Out of success, I want to be one of the ones. That's it. I don't, I'm not too big on like my name on a piece of paper on a little platform. I ain't trying to have no one of them stars in Hollywood, because even the stars in Hollywood get stepped on. Man, just kind of like a little Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy. I'm still around, but when you talk about boxing, you bring me up. You know, I was one of them.
Absolutely. And you mentioned about the stars. It kind of like spoke to me a little bit of like that's pretty solid. It's like they get stepped on. And I was like, all right, I like it because it's you don't hear that very often. People fight for those stars to get on Hollywood, but it's like,
I ain't really here because I ain't get into boxing to impress nobody.
yeah,
I said it was therapy.
absolutely. Hey, and the thing is, it's like, and you keep going, it's just successful. Like, it's
It's all surprising, but it's not surprising. But I'm just like, hey, that's cool, but therapy.
I, hey, that's gonna be the thing right there. If it's kind of like podcast for me. It's kind of like speaking to people, speaking to strangers and stuff like that. Successful people was like therapy for me in itself. Behind this mic, it's just like you get behind your gloves. So,
Right? Yeah, I ain't like it ain't hiding nothing. It ain't you know what I'm saying. It's just a release. That's what make me feel safe.
hey, absolutely. But people are gonna know that you're safe when they like come meet you in public.
Yeah, they be like, man, yeah, how you do this? How you do that? I'm like, hey, man, talk to the coach.
So, hey, he's yelling things out at me. I'm just doing what he's telling me to do.
Hey, man, he cussing me out left and right.
But man, it's kind of like on the stools. It's kind of like I'm not saying you had those crazy times, but it's kind of like what does it feel sitting on a stool and it's kind of like your coach is just He mad, like he's mad as crap.
You said if I go to the corner, he mad.
Yeah, how does that feel? What's going through your head of him just yelling?
When you make a coach mad, you typically didn't do what he say, or you not
Yeah,
performing to his, you know what I'm saying, to his ability. That's why you have, you know what I'm saying, rules and regulations. If you don't follow the rules, man, bad stuff happens. If you don't push your ass in the gym, bad stuff happens. So one of our logic is: do you want your ass whooped in the gym, or do you want your ass whooped in the ring? You pick one.
all right.
Now, if your training is harder than the fight, then the fight easy. But if your training easy, the fight hard. You got to pick a poison.
Absolutely. And that's I definitely want to ask you that question because I never was able to ask a boxer endless questions that happened during the fight and stuff like that. Because usually the normal question you always get is everyone has or statement you have a game plan to get punched in the face. It's
Yeah, man, you get punched in the face, still the same plan. It's just you just gotta reword it, rephrase it, rewrite it. All right, boom. I hit him with my hardest punch. He ain't go down. All right, step back, go to the drawing board. All right. Then after a while, if you know you can't knock him out or he not backing down, then so be it. Beat him off of points. But the whole purpose is, man, I'm making it. The whole purpose is if you can get him out of there, get him out of there. And we ain't friends. That's where they getting it twisted at. We friends.
absolutely it's to the point where everybody has a job to do who wants a bigger check at the end of the day. And then
Man,
like
I mean, it's all about a bigger check, and I get that. But man, if you ain't something that people want to see, like
nah.
right, like Shakur a great fighter, but it's just people always got critics that he's a. I mean, that's his logic of boxing. I want to hit and not be hit. So that's his logic. Floyd is a little different. Tank was a little different. Terrence Crawford a little different. Everybody got their own, you know what I'm saying? But you're gonna always have some critics. You're gonna always have some haters. What? Hey man, come with the job.
Who I know this is kind of like probably like a random question because I kind of throw with some random ones, but who's your favorite boxer of all time to you?
Tom, cause I just got into boxing. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But people that I do know, Bernell Whitaker was cold. Hagler was nasty. Of course, Tank. I'm definitely a Floyd fan. Ali, Tyson. Of course, I'm my coaches fan because you know what I'm saying, bro. If I know you ain't never been through it, or if I can't see that you've been through something and you trying to teach me, I'm not listening to you.
Okay.
My coach called Keith Thurman. He fought a couple big names. Uh, I can't necessarily say his career ended up like mine, but bro, you know what I'm saying. You live and you learn. He ain't have a coach like I do, but
Yeah.
um, sometimes you're a better coach than you are a fighter, and sometimes you're a better fighter than you are a coach. But you know what I'm saying. That's individually stuff. But man, yeah, not too. Last one is Tyson Fury. I like Tyson. I like Tyson.
Tyson Fury. I see it. I like it's definitely a strong England fighter. So absolutely, it's and I just never ask too crazy questions. And like ask like I always ask like two crazy questions, but it's kind of like if one of your favorite fighters today, and if they wanted to choose to just have a sparring match with you today, who who would you choose in that matter? Who would be the one you want to choose?
If my favorite fighter wanted to spar,
Mm-hmm.
I know I already sparred him. Boots.
Boots. All right.
Yeah,
I like that.
I sparred him. Yeah, he cold. He a cold nigga. My fault.
Exactly.
He a cold boxer. My fault.
It's open. I don't censor anything. So and
But
it's
yeah,
and then it's kind of like and before definitely before we log off, what is like any shout outs, any want to thank your team or your coaches? I like to give this opportunity to you to thank anybody you want or something like that before we
I
log off.
am. You know what I'm saying? Team, DMG, Wise Out, Mark, Lamont, Coach. You know what I'm saying? Mon Dukes. You know what I'm saying? The fam. You know what I'm saying? whoever's support for real. You know what I'm saying? Because literally, if you build something from nothing, I ain't know I had a whole village. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to eat at the table that I just built. But
Yep.
and then I like all the support I'm getting now. They definitely want to see me fight, so I'm gonna give them a show.
Absolutely. And I just want to say the episode sponsored by Athletes with Trauma. Sir, I appreciate you for speaking to me. Thank you for the awesome interview. And it's good to hear a story from a successful bosser like you, man. For real. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Stop recording.